I am the Realist J. Welcome to my channel.
What is good, gang? We are back with another video today. It is your girl Jenna, aka the Realist J. Wow, give me a second. For today's video, we're going to continue on this series of let me get my notes. 4 YouTube hacks to grow your audience. Now, this is for businesses, influencers, pre-order business, dropship business, whichever one of those categories you fall into, this is for you. And basically, if you haven't caught the last video of this series, which is the 4 Instagram hacks, then definitely check that out. I'll leave it up there at the top. But stay tuned for this video because it's going to be some gems dropped off the dome. I didn't write any notes, but these are just things that I've learned from playing around on YouTube for a while and making videos and etc, etc. You probably won't be able to find these tips anywhere though, so stay tuned. Having a YouTube channel can be a lot. It's just so much that goes into the process of recording, editing, lighting, shooting, but the most important thing, the number one rule to the game is start with what you have. When I started, I thought I needed boxes, like the box lights. I thought I needed a ring light. I thought I needed, you know, a stand. I thought I needed I thought I needed a whole room to like record. I needed a good angle. I needed, you know, a setup. Honestly, just start with what you have, because what you have is good enough. Don't go overboard with starting a YouTube channel, because as you grow, things will change. As I've grown, I still use some of the same stuff, but I definitely do not use my light boxes at all. I haven't picked it up in a couple years. Definitely just start with what you have and don't overthink the process, because you'll learn what your audience wants and you can just figure that out as you go, or what they like. Like for me, the reason why I have my microphone is because a lot of times people say they can't hear me, my voice is soft, and I got Fast and the Furious outside driving around my neighborhood, so that's the reason why I have a microphone, because I want people to be able to hear me. But right now I can't use it because of circumstances. So yeah, anyways, so moving on to the second tip. There'll more than likely probably be 4, but I'm gonna try and limit it to 4. It's just so much. Okay, so the second tip, it would definitely be, make sure that your videos are not, how can I say this? You want them to be long, but you don't want them to be too long. This is what I'm a sucker for. I'm a sucker for making a super duper long intro to the point where people get bored and they click off my video because I haven't gotten to the point yet. And that's something that I'm deciphering out of not having a long intro, not having a long intro video, not having a bunch of extra fluff in the front of the video that has nothing to do with the content. Learning that, you would think me doing this for a few years now, you don't have it yet, but I'm just such a blabbermouth about certain things at times that I get so excited that I forget the content, and I'll just, you know, tell you how I feel, tell you this, tell you that, but that's not what truly matters. What matters is what they came to your channel for, so, or the video for, which leads me into the third one. The third one would definitely be the title of your video. This matters so much. I know everybody wants to get monetized. Everybody wants to get a good amount of following, good amount of viewership, good amount of this, good amount of that, but you can't get any of those things without your title and description of your video. So the title of your video matters deeply. You want it to be clickbaity, but not clickbaity. And how do you do that? You just use common titles, common topics, common conversations, trending conversations. If you know, like for example, blue therapy, something is something that recently came out, and if you are a conversationalist or somebody who reviews like TV shows or therapy sessions or etc, then that would be something that you would want to title into your video and just give your response to. Or for example, if you are a music blog reviewer, then you can review the newest video that came out from a poppin' artist, and it usually works best if you do that when the song first comes out. If you do it like later on, you kind of have to play catch up with everybody else that probably already posted videos. YouTube is very fast, so you have to be kind of fast but timely at the same time, because it's only a matter of time that people will start to catch on to who you are and what you're doing, and they'll follow you, no doubt. But definitely pay attention to your title. The only way that you're going to get people to click your video is your title. And well, no, let me not say it's the only way, but I think it's one of the most important ways will be the title of your videos. And there's so much that goes into titles. That's probably a whole nother conversation on its own. But for today, the title matters deeply, and I'm done talking about that. We're gonna go into the description. The description of the video definitely deeply matters. Low-key, it might matter more than the title of the video, because say for example, somebody is looking up information about, we can do hair. So somebody is looking up how to do a sew-in with 2 frontals. But they keep having like an issue with like not using the right thread or best glues or something like that, and you put that in your title, best glues when using 2 frontals on a sew-in. That's your title. But in your description you put what's a good description for that one? I think that a good description for that would be, hey y'all, here showing you how to do a tutorial on this do a ponytail tutorial on 2 frontals, something like that. And you say, usually I run into this issue when I'm doing it, blah blah blah, these are the products that I use, blah blah blah, dot. Okay, you put your social media handles, etc, blah, blah, blah. Whatever else you put in your description. So once you've done that, right, what happens is not only will people be able to find your video if they search that product, if it's around that title, if it's around that description, if it's around the issues that they're having too. YouTube kind of like ties it all together through the SEO, the search engine optimization, excuse me. But also what happens is you are also able to use Google. Like YouTube is a part of Google, so like if people were to look up, like there have been many and plenty of times people have looked up different things from some of the videos that I've posted through Google, and they may not have even wanted to get onto YouTube, but YouTube led them there through my description, through my title, and etc. Another thing is tags, but tags is a whole nother conversation on its own. All right, so yes, definitely pay attention to your title and your description. The 4th thing, I think I mentioned this in the Instagram video as well, do not sleep on interacting with other people in your field. That whole pay attention to what you are posting, pay attention to what you are liking, pay attention to what you are sharing, pay attention to what you are Googling, because I don't know if your iPhone has updated or not. If you have an iPhone, I don't even know. You have an iPhone, you got a Droid, etc., whatever you got. I don't know if you've been asked whenever you go to these different apps, allowed to track whenever you're in another app, so that app can pick up what conversation you have with it. So I can go on Google and look up like a website, and anything that I search for on that website, because Google and YouTube are like kind of linked together, they're going to share data. And when they do that, when I get on YouTube, I'm like, oh my goodness, how did they know I was looking up recipes for Christmas dinners? And it's because Google let YouTube know, hey, she need a recipe. So YouTube's like, I got you, bro. I mean, we definitely gonna hook her up. because Google's probably like, yeah, she didn't like any of the things that I recommended, so can you hook my sis up and recommend her some things so that she can like get her Christmas dinner popping or whatever. So that's kind of like what happens. It's a big exchange of information. We live in the information age of everything is just shared data all over the place. So be aware of those things when you are navigating on YouTube, because YouTube is you can very easily go down a rabbit hole of YouTube, and now you're wondering why your videos are not ranking in certain places and spaces anymore, because you kind of separated yourself out of that category and now you're into something else. Like for example, my videos are kind of like in initially my videos were all in hair, and what did I look up? Only hair videos. So that was part of the reason like I got the growth that I did on my channel. But now I pay more attention to Christian related, faith-based content, music videos or commentary, and that's not a lot of what's on my channel. So it's recommending my videos to those people who watch those things, but it's kind of like, girl, people will see it and like they don't want to go down the rabbit hole because that's not something that interests them. It might be a boy. Boys are not interested on how to do sew-ins. Well, masculine boys are not interested in doing sew-ins, so they're not going to click the video and look at it. But if I was to continue to look at different hair videos and, you know, surround myself in that niche, in that place, in that space, then other people will start to take on wanting to watch those videos that I have up and you know, grow from there, etc., etc. So just like you're not alone. Like for me too, like just because people are subscribed to me and etc., there's still work to be done. YouTube is not like a one-time thing and boom, you pop in, da da da, oh let me post this or let me post that. Like if you want to be like a vlogger and you just post your everyday life, make sure you're interacting with other vloggers. If you want to be a hairstylist, make sure you're interacting with other hairstylists. Like it's not a competition. It actually helps you more when other people pay attention to you, you pay attention to other people. So do what you gotta do. But yeah, those are the 4 things I wanted to go over in this video, and I hope and pray that these things are helpful. If you want to start a YouTube channel and you haven't started a YouTube channel yet, well, the time is now. You know, before they I don't know, I don't ever think YouTube's gonna get OD saturated more than it already is right now. But definitely utilize YouTube to the best of your abilities. And even if you're not using YouTube, like, can we have a conversation right now, a real conversation? Because I don't think people notice that even though you have a hair business or you have a business or you're an influencer or something like that, doesn't mean that you can't branch out into other spaces with your YouTube channel, just as long as you are navigating in those spaces and creating that type of content as well and not leaving people hanging. Yeah, like, so if you want to be a professional bike rider but you like sew-ins and stuff, girl, do that with a sew-in. Do it with a sew-in. Do something. I don't know. You know what, I'm gonna just stop talking right now because I'm just running my mouth. But anyways, I hope you like this video. Leave a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe down below. I done forgot to told y'all to subscribe down below. Make that red button turn gray. Turn on bell notifications so you're notified every single time I upload a video. And I shall see you in the next video. Peace and hair grease. Peace and hair grease.